anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to gelandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire, 402-560-6197.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. SCC's Discovery Days will give you the opportunity to experience SCC firsthand this fall. Discovery Days provide information about SCC's programs of study, how to pay for college, SCC support services, housing, activities, and more. A campus tour and lunch are provided. See your options at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine and calm winds. Forecast for today, afternoon high should be around 78. Tonight, we'll see mostly clear skies with an overnight low of around 51. And tomorrow, more of the same, mostly sunny skies with an afternoon high of around 80. Meteorologist Kyle for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Accelerate your financial journey. With Kasasa Cash, experience the thrill of earning more with each transaction or the freedom to withdraw your cash from any ATM nationwide. Not to mention, no monthly service fees. It's the power of earning up to 5.5% APY on your Kasasa Cash with Liberty First Credit Union. Earn rewards beginning at a penny, continuing up to $40,000. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Welcome into the drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history. We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday. AD is still in North Dakota. How is it up there?
You know what, man? I'm in Fargo today. We drove from Grand Forks down to Fargo. It's only like an hour and 5-10 minutes, so that wasn't bad. So spoke at UND's campus yesterday for the bankers up there. Cool story, man. First of all, good morning to you guys, Nick and Raff. Hope you guys are doing good. Hey, real quick, what's the temperature there right now in Nebraska, in Lincoln?
A crisp 74 degrees. Actually, it might be chillier now. That's the high today, I believe, is 74.
It is 51 degrees here.
Wow.
Whoa.
51. The temperature, it was nice fall temperatures, man.
It's 49 here.
Oh, it's 40. So, yeah, so a little lower than That's my bad.
Give or take 20 degrees.
It's hard to judge the temperature on the short, 10-foot walk that we have from our parking lot to our door. It's hard to judge.
I didn't even notice it. I have shorts on. I didn't even realize it was.
Same here.
Huh.
Temperature 10-foot
Let me
walk.
take that back. It technically says 46 degrees here in Fargo right now. With the high of 68. It'll be a fun day. Golf with some bankers at I think 11:30. I was telling Raff I had the chance to could have golfed yesterday, today, tomorrow, and Thursday because the event I speak at starts in the afternoons. But man, I got too much work to get done. I was like, I can't golf every day.
Well, you would have golfed, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then had back surgery on Friday. So
yeah. I was like, nah, I'm good. This is probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, man. I was playing in one of these events before I spoke and just played terrible, which is usually the case. Guy was joking with me, goes, man, I sure hope you speak better than you golf. So, yeah, I figured don't go out there and embarrass yourself too much, AD. But what was cool, man, there was a guy in the audience yesterday that came up. And when North Dakota came and played Nebraska last year, had nothing but awesome things to say. He had a picture of one of his buddies that was sitting in the Nebraska section because he couldn't get tickets where the visitors were. You see this green and black shirt with this sea of red. And the guy said, man, the coolest experience he ever had at an away stadium. So that was good to hear that. And I hear that all over the country, how cool Nebraska fans are, man. So that was cool. Guy, we'd sit and talk to Bull for a while. But yeah, cool campus. I think Notre Dame, University of North Dakota plays North Dakota State, I believe, next week, he said. And so that's always a big rival. So that'll be a lot of fun for those folks. They're pretty pumped about that, man. Pretty pumped. So
well,
that's where we're
guys,
at.
Guys, we'll take a break here in a second, but man, there's a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff to gather from the Matt Rule press conference yesterday, especially
Yes.
stuff regarding the quarterback Jeff Sims. A lot of stuff to talk about NFL football as Aaron Rodgers, as quick as it came, it goes even quicker.
Gosh, dude.
I mean, it's tough to see a way that he returns after last night. So you just can't escape Zach Wilson. He said he was going to make everybody's lives hell, and the starting quarterback, and nobody realized that he was going to force him to tear an Achilles. So
yeah, that was rough, man. That was rough. I was texting you guys last night and said, man, what a finish. And Raff came back, and what you said. I'm gonna read this obviously it's something they can't read. It was verbatim, so it's nothing bad. You just said Bill's window shut. And for them to we'll get into it more, but yeah, man, I want to dive into that because that was a delicate football team anyway, coming into the season. And obviously after, I'm not writing them off by any stretch, too early to write off any team, pro or college, but man, this has been kind of boiling over from last year for them. So we'll see what happens with that, man. Raff, what you got today, homie?
Just another day grinding. I gotta do some expense reports today. Oh, what else do I gotta do? Just grinding. I grind a lot,
Okay. Well, we gotta. I'm gonna play some pickleball today.
Oh,
pickleball matches later this afternoon. If you wanna face off, meet me at I think it's called Peter Pan Park or something like that. Out by the old Highway Diner.
Yeah, I'm grinding. I got to grind today.
Raff's like, no, I can't play pickleball. I got
who are you playing pickleball with, Nick?
I got 3 other buddies that we all every week or so or every couple weeks we try to meet up and we play pickleball for a couple hours. Man, it's a fun sport. It's a fun sport, and it doesn't require a lot of running, which you guys know I hate. So. There you go. All right, we got to take a break, AD. Send it away.
Let's go, folks. We'll be right back. Stick with us. Thanks for hanging out with us this Tuesday morning. We have, Nick mentioned, we have a ton to unpack, both pro and college. The horrible situation that's going on up in East Lansing as well with Mel Tucker. That's a situation that's still unfolding. We're finding out more each day, each hour, if you would go. What does that mean for Michigan State going on out? Of course, Matt Rule's presser. We'll break that down as well. And of course, the NFL. Does Raff does he have some light here? Do we see Tom Brady in a Jets jersey? Anything is possible, folks. We'll be back to discuss all that and unpack it on the drive. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is now open in Lincoln. Shop our expansive collection of wine, beer, spirits, and cigars at 5040 North 27th Street. From top-shelf liquor to crowd-favorite beer, Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits has a beverage for every taste and every budget. Plus, join our loyalty program to earn rewards and save on future purchases. Shop Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits at 5040 North 27th Street in Lincoln. That's 5040 North 27th Street.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com. Visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
Accelerate your financial journey. With Kasasa Cash, experience the thrill of earning more with each transaction or the freedom to withdraw your cash from any ATM nationwide. Not to mention, no monthly service fees. It's the power of earning up to 5.5% APY on your Kasasa Cash with Liberty First Credit Union. Earn rewards beginning at a penny, continuing up to $40,000. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's home service ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
Tune in to the Teammates Mentoring Hour each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket. Hear stories from the program started by Tom and Nancy Osborne and how it's changed mentors and mentees' lives and how you can be involved. The Teammates Mentoring Hour, Wednesday nights from 6 to 7 o'clock on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
You're counting on your team to win, so why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Now through September 13th, join for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. Plus, with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th. See Home Club for details.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see lots of sunshine, calm winds. Forecast for today, afternoon high should be around 78. Tonight we'll see mostly clear skies with an overnight low of around 51. And tomorrow more of the same, mostly sunny skies with an afternoon high of around 80. Meteorologist Kyle for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. SCC's Discovery Days will give you the opportunity to experience SCC firsthand this fall. Discovery Days provide information about SCC's programs of study, how to pay for college, SCC support services, housing, activities, and more. A campus tour and lunch are provided. See your options at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Imagine a world where no one explains the rules of the game. Just go out there and do your best, kid. But your best isn't good enough. Junior Achievement is working on leveling the playing field. We need your support. Suit up. It's game time.
Visit ja.org/volunteer.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Chris Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday, the first Monday night football game of the year. The Manning cast. Did you watch any of the Manning cast, or did you watch the regular broadcasters?
I watched the regular broadcasters.
I went Manning cast.
Yeah. Raff also said he was gonna text me to see if we wanted to watch the Monday Night Football game together, but I never received a text last night either. So no, I'm just kidding. I would have told you no. I thought about joining the Manning cast. The truth be told, I was too lazy to switch the channel. Because on Hulu Live, so I have Hulu Live, and it takes forever to like switch channels. It's about a 3-minute chore because it takes so long.
Yeah.
So that's why I just was like, I found the game. Here I am.
There you are.
Yeah. So
it was with just kind of the air out. I mean, just the air just in the whole place. You just felt it leave the stadium. It's like, I didn't know if I thought maybe a sprained ankle, something like that, high sprain. But when the news came out, they put him in a boot. I mean, I wasn't thinking anything about the Achilles because the way it happened just didn't seem like an Achilles. But heck, I don't know anything about that stuff. But dang, you guys think about this. It's September 11th. You're in New York. It's the opening debut for Rodgers, the Jets. I mean, the place. You got two New York teams, and boom, that quick. I mean, it was done.
Yeah,
it was done.
Devastating. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one to come back from, and I don't think the Jets have. I mean, they have a really good defense. Definitely saw the special teams at the end of the game last night, but right now, I don't think they have the quarterback. I don't think Zach Wilson's ready yet. I think if you would have given him another year or two to sit under the tutelage of Aaron Rodgers, then maybe you might have something. But I'm not sure if he's quite there yet as a top NFL quarterback. And we all know without the quarterback, it's hard. So I'm not sure. This is gonna be, I think, a tough year for the Jets.
I mean, guys, let's think about it this way. Well, one of the bright spots last night was Breece Hall.
Yeah,
Breece Hall was to what we saw early in the year last year. What I would also say is, how about from a contract standpoint, right? I mean, thank goodness for the Jets' sake. On the initial contract, they were on the hook for $98 million in guaranteed money. Yeah. Now, after Aaron Rodgers restructured it back in early August, they're on the hook for just $75 million. So, I mean, you're talking about a $23 million difference there. That maybe they'll be able to go out and sign a veteran quarterback or something like that. But there's a couple interesting names. Like obviously the Tom Brady one's being floated around. I don't think that's going to happen.
Matt Ryan.
More specifically, I mean, you have the Carson Wentz, you have the Cam Newtons, you maybe even take a chance on a Colin Kaepernick. Like you have those type of players that are certainly maybe more ready to play than Tom Brady.
Oh, Tom Brady! I saw Tom Brady was working out in New York City playing some basketball today with his son. So he's working on the mobility. But the thing that you got to look at too now is what happens with Aaron Rodgers? I mean, he's already, his lifestyle, he loves football. Don't get me wrong about that, but he's also made it clear he's got a lot of other stuff in his life that he enjoys doing. Is he ready to commit to what he's going to have to commit to get himself back into the shape that he won, that back to 100%. I mean, this injury is not a normal injury. It's Achilles injuries are hard to come back from. And so he's got to look at, he's probably going to put in, close to a year of rehab, and not just learning to walk again rehab. This is like to be a professional football quarterbacks. And then at his age, and being that he likes to, go to his concerts and go to, dark rooms and doing the things that he does, I'm starting to wonder, is he going to have that in him to make that return? I hope he does. I enjoy watching him play, but it's just like one of those things. It's like here last year, he was wondering if he was even going to play again, walking off the field in Green Bay. And now you're like being told, okay, now you're going to sit out a year, and you're going to probably work harder than you ever have to get back to where you were. So it's going to be a challenge for him.
An Achilles, obviously with all the advancement we've had in medicine and technology and care over the past couple of years, but I mean, there's all the technology in the world that you can have in healthcare, but eventually it just takes time, and the thing about it, he's a 39-year-old with an Achilles, not 35, not 28, not 27. And we know Father Time is undefeated. Does that mean he doesn't come back? No. What's that?
Oh, no, I think he's in his 40s, actually.
39.
He is 39,
He's
so
39,
he will be.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
39 years old. So, but I'm obviously, I'm not counting him out for next year, but this year, I mean, an Achilles is anywhere from 6 to 8 month process. I mean, this season is done, all intents and purposes. This season is done for him. And with, their backup, I just don't see it with, I don't see it with Wilson, man. I don't see it with Z-Dub. I just don't see it. Is he serviceable? Yeah, but let me ask you guys this. Who's your number one guy to bring in? Who are you going to? Who's your first call?
Is it Tom Brady for you, Raff?
Yep, Tom Brady.
I think Carson Wentz is your first call. I think Carson Wentz is your first call. Now, granted, he's never been the same after injury. I think it's going to be tougher than people think to get Tom Brady to come back.
Oh yeah,
I think he's loving the retirement life.
Definitely.
And so with that, Carson Wentz led a team last year. He was a starting quarterback for a team last year. I think you go off of that. I'm sure, right, as an NFL guy, I'm sure he's still continuing to train. So with all that, he was also, before his injuries, he was an MVP candidate for the Philadelphia Eagles. He understands what it's like playing now in the professional, in NFL, you have to play all over the place, but he understands what it's like to play on the East Coast. He gets it. He understands the weather. He understands, like, there's that that piece of it. So I think you go get Carson Wentz above all, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that and it's not been officially confirmed yet that it's Achilles. That's what they're looking at, though. I don't think it's been officially confirmed. They're just saying that's what their initial reaction is. As of an hour ago, I think he has his, the information done this morning. The X-rays did come back negative. That was last night, so that was a breath of fresh air then. But their team doctor believes he sustained an Achilles injury. So that's what they're reporting so far. I know we'll know more this morning. Obviously, it's 9:42 on the East Coast right now. And they may already know by now. I just haven't released it officially yet, but that's what they were going to right now. So maybe, to think about it, maybe it's not, but that's what, that they're pretty much steering towards to, that it's looking like that right now. I think, you guys, my first call again, Nick, I think I'm going with Carson Wentz as well. To get Brady out of retirement to New York. I just don't think it's likely. Anything can happen in this NFL and sports today. I don't put anything past any of it. But the easier, I think the most likely one, the easier one would be a Carson Wentz. When you think about this, you guys, before Carson Wentz sustains those injuries.
Would you go Wentz or Matt Ryan?
I'm going Carson Wentz.
You go Carson Wentz?
Yeah, very much so.
I haven't seen. I don't know. Carson Wentz just feels like he's been so much struggle for the last.
And Matt Ryan hasn't.
Well, he played decent last year. It wasn't
in the last 5 years. Like the Colts were always going to move on from Carson Wentz.
Yeah, And
Carson
and Matt
Wentz.
Ryan.
Carson Wentz could have had a really good year with the Colts. He could have had a really
He was
good year
gone
with
regardless.
he was gone regardless because that's how the Colts were operating, where that they were going to always bring in a different guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or do
Yeah,
they
I
try
think. Or do they what, Raff?
or do they try trading for someone?
I think probably all options are on the table at this point. Until we get the official word on Rodgers. Again, they're all thinking that is Achilles. Maybe it's not. I mean, that's a slight chance that it's not, but maybe it's not that. But I think for me, I mean, I don't think we're gonna choose Carson Wentz to go, oh man, we should have got Matt Ryan. I don't think anybody's gonna choose Matt Ryan, so we should have got Carson Wentz. I think it's kind of just you flip the coin and which one's more available and that works best and fits your system. That's you're gonna go with. The unfortunate thing is it's definitely not. I don't think it's Wilson. He showed that last night. And now, granted, they won, by that walk-off punt return. Even though the punt return, do you guys think the leg whip was legit or not?
Yes. Should have been a trip.
It was a moment. Don't take away the moment.
There should have been tripping. Well, I mean, and partially, guys, I mean, the New York Jets, they have incredible talent on their roster because of who Aaron Rodgers is and how, who was attracted to coming to New York because of Aaron Rodgers. That defense is legit. That front four is really good, led by Quinnen Williams.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Now New York Jets offensive line, not that good. They struggled last night. It was like a dam got, busted and they, allowed everybody and anybody to the quarterback. I wanted to bring this up, guys, because this has been a thing for injuries at MetLife Stadium. Yep. I don't know if you guys have thought about this.
David Bakhtiari went nuts last night.
Well, so he went nuts last night, but so MetLife Stadium uses a type of turf called slit film turf. The slit film turf has statistically higher in-game injury rates compared to all other surfaces. Okay, here's just a couple of the injuries over the last couple of years that have happened at MetLife. In 2020, 5 San Francisco 49ers players suffered lower body injuries in a game at MetLife against the Jets, and the injuries to defensive lineman Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas were season-ending. Last year, Baltimore Ravens cornerback Kyle Fuller suffered a torn ACL in Week 1 against the Jets. Giants receiver Sterling Shepard suffered a torn Achilles tendon at MetLife in 2021 and a torn ACL at MetLife Stadium in 2022. Now, last night, obviously, Aaron Rodgers, from what we see and what we believe, looking at the video and I mean, seeing it, it looks like his Achilles snaps. So you unfortunately have that, injury to add to the MetLife playing surface. So
yeah,
what's that?
Said play it on grass. Get rid of artificial.
Yeah, that was just devastating to see it go like that. Unknown texter on here says, guys, what are you talking about? Wentz and Ryan are awful. They're not bringing in some scrub just for the sake of doing it. Unknown texter, Mike, I think our question is, okay, what happens if something happens to Wilson? Who do you have as a backup? I'm not saying you demote Zach Wilson. I'm simply saying you don't have a backup now. So you better bring in somebody. Yeah, so that's unknown texter 6261. Yeah, unknown texter 6261. You said it's a horrible idea. It's not a horrible idea. I'm not saying you come in and start them ahead of Zach Wilson. I'm simply saying, just like you lost Aaron Rodgers that quick, and heck, the way that Zach Wilson took that one shot across his face, you're almost looking at having a scout team guy come up and play.
Did they keep Boyle?
What they should have done,
I don't know if Boyle, I believe, is on the practice squad. I think I'm going to have to check that up. But the thing about the whole part of bringing in a Ryan or Carson Wentz, not necessarily come in and to surmount and to take over Zach Wilson, but you got to have some sort of depth. If this happened in Week 1, you better have somebody back there and prove it. And I'm not saying that proven mean they've played the position at a high level before. And I'm not saying you're going to get a guy like heck, who was the guy that played at oh gosh, my mind is just escaping me. Oh gosh, dog it. New Orleans old quarterback. Good gosh.
Drew Brees? Not
Yeah.
Drew Brees.
Not Drew Brees.
Taysom Hill there, Derek Carr there.
Jameis
Carr's already
Winston.
there. Yeah, you're not
Jameis
going to get Jameis Winston. What I'm simply saying is Zach Wilson, there was a few times last night he got up slow because Buffalo's defense is rough, man. That was and the score shows that was a defensive battle between both teams. What I'm simply saying is you better get a quarterback back there to whether it's and I'm not saying you say that Zach Wilson's not your starter. I think that's your best option right now to keep Zach where he's at. But you've got to have a legitimate backup who's got real NFL minutes. Screw their record, what they have, but you better have somebody back there that's serviceable that can complement that great defense that the Jets have. Just to say we're just going to ride Zach Wilson. Yeah, no one's saying not to ride Zach Wilson. But just as easily as Aaron Rodgers got taken out last night, and again, Zach Wilson took a pounding last night and got up slow several times. So you've got to have someone back there to back him up, whether that's him or someone else.
Or just bring in the starter, Tom Brady. It's time.
Tom Brady,
return.
yeah.
TB12 in New York City. Can you imagine playing in front of his ex-wife? Yes.
Can you imagine how unbearable Raff will be?
Bring home Brady.
You know,
he's got a spot in New York City. He's got a place.
Again, I don't see it. I mean, Tom Brady, in my opinion, look, dude, enjoy your retirement. I mean, that's just a weird situation. But again,
TB12 to New York City.
I'm not putting nothing past somebody.
TB12 to the NYC.
You've said that already.
TB12 is back.
Oh boy. Unknown texter 7187 says, "Get Kurt Warner. They can make a sequel."
Exactly. All right, AD, we got history up next, my man.
Let's do it, folks. We got history. We're coming back up with the history time. We got Husker sound bites from yesterday, presser as well. Stick with us. We'll be right back. It's The Drive. AD, Raff, and Nick holding it down. 937 a ticket. We'll be right back.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Imagine a world where no one explains the rules of the game. Just go out there and do your best, kid, but your best isn't good enough. Junior Achievement is working on leveling the playing field. We need your support. Suit up. It's game time.
Visit ja.org/volunteer.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
General contractors, business owners, property owners. The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people, when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products, are at Premier Drywall. Kevin and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build-outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin. Kevin at premierdw.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is hiring and seeking motivated applicants. Gray offers a second-to-none benefit package that includes health, dental, vision, 401k, paid vacation, and paid holidays. They offer great pay and tuition reimbursement or a tool purchase program for qualified candidates. It's a fun, friendly team with lots of variety and work assignments, so there's something for everybody. View and apply for their job openings today at grayusa.com. Visit them in person just off I-80 and North 56th Street. Come be a part of the Gray difference.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit. SCC's Discovery Days will give you the opportunity to experience SCC firsthand this fall. Discovery Days provide information about SCC's programs of study, how to pay for college, SCC support services, housing, activities, and more. A campus tour and lunch are provided. See your options at southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
Join us at this year's Ignite Lincoln 15 at Rococo Theater on Thursday, September 14th for an inspiring night of stories that spark change. Get your tickets at ignitelincoln.org. Don't miss this chance to be a part of something extraordinary.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Creekat, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday. It's probably about that time for the two greatest words in sports.
Yeah, not that time quite yet. Now it's that time.
Now it's that time. Now punting.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much of biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
Listening to it on the stream in a different state. May have to touch that up here. Nevertheless, it is history. It's meant to be funny. It's meant to be crazy. In history, in 1998, went way back on you. 1998, Nebraska sneaks one out against Cal, 24-3. It's behind a stingy defense and a steady quarterback performance by Eric Crouch and Monte Cristo because Bobby Newcomb. Crouch started his second consecutive game in place of injured Bobby Newcomb. Led the Huskers on a 7-play, 67-yard drive. Nebraska then would eventually extend their lead to 14-0 midway through the second quarter. And Crouch ended up rushing for 59 yards on 16 carries, completed 6 of 16 passes for 74 yards before he left the game with a hamstring injury. And enter Monte Cristo, the Wizard. He played the entire second half, that battle royal day in Cal Berkeley, completed 9 of 12 passes, 106 yards, 5-yard touchdown pass to wingback Shevin Wiggins, and capped a 9-play, 70-yard drive. Defensively, the Backshirts held California to just 12 rushing yards and recorded 5 sacks, including 2 by Eric Johnson. Think about that, you guys. We used 3 quarterbacks that season. Monte Cristo came in and put in work. Eric Crouch put in work. Bobby Newcomb put in work. But that was Raff. You remember that slug match, man?
Vaguely. I remember. I remember they were making a big fuss about their head coach. I think he played linebacker for the 49ers. I think I remember that was the big thing going into that game, was they had the young coach, and I can't remember what his name is right now.
Yeah, they were. I think that's gosh, what was that guy? I cannot remember that guy's name. I just remember Monte Cristo just being a cool hand behind the pocket. Very cool handed, very collected. It was just one of those things. You said, we're just going to pound them like crazy. We're going to take what they give us. What was his name?
Tom Homo. He played linebacker for the 49ers.
That's right.
And they were making a huge fuss about how he was like the great young coach in college football, and he was going to bring Cal back up to their dominance, but that did not last.
No, it did not work out. It's kind of segues into our discussion for next hour when we bring that up with some sound bites as far as quarterbacks, etc. And even just talking to the people, there's quite a few Husker fans up here in the Dakotas, as you all know. It's more South Dakota than North Dakota, at least what I've run into, because it's closer to the border. But a lot of Husker fans up here as well. Still on the bus, just like I'm still on the bus. It's just frustrations. We'll talk more about that when Will comes on. But yeah, I mean, they're still on the bus. They're still riding with it. I think that's a symbolic though. In 1998, here you have Monte Cristo, you have Eric Crouch, Bobby Newcomb, a 3-headed monster. When one went down, it's like next man up. Next man up, whether that's injury or performance, regardless. I think we're seeing that now in Nebraska. We've been seeing that, unfortunately, the importance of depth, not just at quarterback, but all positions, but particularly right now, just some depth at QB. So we'll discuss that more next. Go ahead, Nick.
I was gonna say I got to think of history today.
So do I. After you're gonna love my history.
I'm going back. I'm going back farther than 1998 when I was a ripe -6 years old. In 1995, the Harlem Globetrotters, their 8,829 game winning streak was snapped.
The Washington Federals
or the Generals?
No,
maybe it is the Fed. No. I'm trying to think.
It was Washington
Generals.
Generals. It is the Generals.
They lost.
They lost 91-85 for the team's first loss since 1971.
Devastating.
Just Here's a question. They were led by a retired basketball star on that team. In this game, he scored 34 points for the Globetrotters. And he was a retired basketball all-star that they thought about naming the Harlem Globetrotters the blank All-Stars during his time. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was on that team that lost to the Washington Generals by a score of 91-85 that snapped their 8,829 game winning streak in Austria.
Wow.
You know what? Hey, go with yours, Raff, and I got something to say real quick. Go ahead, Raff.
All right. So this is some Raff history from 14 years ago. I posted this on my Facebook. I saw it this morning. A quote from Tom Osborne. My hardest job is to convince the people of Nebraska that 10-1 is not a losing season. I saw that quote from 14 years ago. So I remember I must have been frustrated because we had only won like maybe 9 games or whatever. And,
so that would have been the 2009 season.
Yeah.
So,
I bet that was Taylor Martinez's freshman year.
Yeah, that would have been the 2009 season. Well, no, because that would have been Taylor Martinez's first year. Was that 2010?
Okay, we can pull it up.
2009 would have been the 1 second on the clock against Texas.
Okay, but this was September 12th. So
okay.
So what game did we play on? Probably September 10th or 11th. Because there has to be a reason. Because once again, this is one of my.
Hold on. We got this.
Yeah.
Schedule. I'm out. September 12th, Nebraska defeats Arkansas State by a score of 38-9.
And I come up with my hardest.
However, they followed that up with a 16-15 loss on the road at an ACC school.
Wake Forest.
Nope. They played this school in 2008 and 2009. The quarterback of this team is now the backup quarterback for who was it? Was it the Giants? Yes, the Giants.
Huh.
ACC
the Virginia Tech Hokies.
Yeah,
gosh.
Virginia Tech.
Oh.
Virginia Tech.
Taylor.
Oh my.
There you go.
My brother-in-law's partying right now. Big Virginia Tech guy.
So is Nathan Brennan.
Yeah.
Big Virginia Tech guy.
Yeah.
How about them Bears? Ooh,
That was
I
big.
said that.
Dang, Nebraska. Sorry, AD. Nebraska was ranked the first 6 weeks of that season.
The memories.
I remember that game, man. Those were painful games to watch against Virginia Tech.
That was the year that Nebraska beat Oklahoma and Landry Jones 10-3 on prime time.
John's listening. He says, "Go Hokies."
That's the year that they beat Landry Jones and the Oklahoma Sooners at Nebraska, and Prince had that big interception.
Yep.
And they beat him like 10-3. So then it was the 1 second on the clock thing. That was really good defense that year.
Oh, Coach Osborne. 10-1.
Trying to convince these fans.
I saw that quote this morning. And I was just like, I would give anything for 5 wins, let alone 10.
Folks, we'll come back and discuss wins. I remember the Globetrotters, though, man. I remember my dad taking me and my brother to see the Globetrotters. We were little at Pershing Auditorium. And then I had a chance to take my boys when they were little. They had Globetrotter jerseys. I got them Globetrotter jerseys. That was a lot of fun, man. The Globetrotters. So a lot of history there, man. Well, folks, that segment is history. We're going to come back and talk all things Husker football, the pressure from yesterday. Nebraska's opponent this weekend as well. Northern Illinois is coming up at 6 p.m. kickoff on Saturday. 6 p.m. kickoff Saturday, first home game, the first time that Rule and his team is welcomed by the home crowd, which I hope it's a huge welcome. We're going to need all the help we can to get these guys over the hump and get that first win in the W column. We'll be right back to discuss those things on the drive. 937 a ticket.
Gray Diesel and Equipment Services is your go-to place in Lincoln for repairs and maintenance for diesel pickups to Class 8 over-the-road trucks and trailers, from bumper pole utility to full-size semi. Gray performs DOT inspections and are a service provider for fleet companies like ARI, Element Fleet, and FleetNet. They're a family-owned business in operation since 1952, and they keep a clean, friendly shop. Customer service is their top priority. Give Gray Diesel and Equipment Services a visit today with easy access just off I-80 and North 56th Street.
Ironhide Construction is hiring. They're looking for hardworking, self-motivated individuals who are team players. Ironhide Construction has openings for an experienced project manager, estimator, apprentice, skilled laborer, and erector or installer. They will train the right people and make sure you understand the position and requirements. At Ironhide Construction, it's own it, be honest, and do it right. Apply today and learn more about their other benefits at ironhideconstruction.com, where they're committed to you every step of the way.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM-certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric brings exciting career opportunities for you or someone you know. They are now hiring plumbers, electricians, and HVAC techs and installers to continually build their professional team. They offer competitive pay and full benefits packages that include health, dental, vision, PTO, and 401k options. Action has created a positive team environment for over 50 years. Apply online at actionlincoln.com.
This is Bud Seinhorst, President and CEO of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association. Join us every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket for the LIBA Business Hour, as we discuss local business and highlight those who are thriving in the Lincoln area. It's the LIBA Business Hour, Saturdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire, 402-560-6197.
Acres, your John Deere dealer, is offering hot financing on all new compact tractors. For a limited time, get 0% interest for 84 months when you buy any new John Deere compact tractor. And with a variety of attachments, you'll make quick work of chores around your acreage. From mowing to grading and moving large loads, Acres has a John Deere tractor to handle your toughest projects. Don't delay. Visit your local Acres store to take advantage of this great offer. Acres, solutions for every field. Offer expires September 30th, 2023, subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial.
Tailored Lights is your go-to local manufacturer and installer of the best landscape lighting. Tailored Lights is excited to highlight the architecture of your home or business and provide a warm environment that feels safe. And for those outside the Lincoln area, they do ship across the country and are happy to work with anyone near or far with lights anywhere from 18 inches to 110 inches. Enhance your curb appeal with an exquisite tailored light today. Call 402-432-2572 or go to tailoredlights.com.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
Get all of your favorite restaurants delivered with VenueDelivered.com. One place for ordering delicious appetizers, refreshing salads, hot entrees, fresh sandwiches, and more. From Venue Restaurant and Lounge, Piedmont Bistro, and all Lincoln Good Sense Subs locations. Download our phone app to earn rewards on all of your carryout and delivery orders. Available on Apple and Android, just search for the Pillar Restaurants app. That's the Pillar Restaurants app. Download today.
Imagine a world where no one explains the rules of the game. Just go out there and do your best, kid. But your best isn't good enough. Junior Achievement is working on leveling the playing field. We need your support. Suit up. It's game time.
Visit ja.org/volunteer.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Now through September 13th, join for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. Plus, with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th. See Home Club for details.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. The home of Kansas City Royals baseball. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome into the drive with AD and Raff. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday. We had Coach Matt Rule step to the podium yesterday and field some questions about the Colorado game and the upcoming game against Northern Illinois. AD, did you get a chance to hear the presser?
You know, I heard bits of it. I want to read a few texts here real quick, if I could. Twizzler said here, good morning, Twiz, first of all, brother. And good morning to all of our texters. We're trying to get as many as we can. Good morning to all of you. So, guys, would you say that the portal NIL forever screwed up college football? These players will always think there's a place better than the one they're at that season. Let's say a Nebraska player that was seen under the radar has a great year. Then after that, he'll go where the money is, the national attention, where the national attention is. These players will always think they deserve more money every year. There is a portal NIL reason for everything now with these players. I'm not sure as this gets worse. If you ever see a team win consecutive titles, because players will always be moving from school to school. Fellas, I'm going to tell you this. Twizzler, I personally think you're spot on. And this was our fear when NIL came in with very little regulation. There were no guidelines for the most part, et cetera. This was kind of a fly by the seat of your pants. College football, as we know it, is over. That's just the bottom line of seeing I think it's going to be more and more rare to see a guy unless he is the bone of – well, sheesh, take that out. Even if he is a starter. You look at Notre Dame's quarterback last year. He was the starter and left. College football, if you're our age, 40 – heck, if you've just been watching football for the past – if you just started watching last year compared to this year, those days are done. So, Twizzler, to your point, I mean, you have a great points on there. I think you're spot on, man. This college football has changed, man. The landscape has changed, and the NCAA did not meet this thing first, although they knew it was coming for the past number of years. It's different. College football is different, and in some of the ways, in many ways, I don't like it. As far as the transfer portal, that's been going on forever with coaches, so it's hard for me to fault kids for doing the same thing coaches have been doing for a long time. But the NIL part of it, that's the game changer all the way around. Go ahead, fellas.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think there will be repeat champions because you're going to see those schools, with the NIL money, and they're going to be able to attract those people. So I think you'll still have like so-called dynasties in college football. But I think it'll be pressed up to, all the old schools. I don't think there will ever be like a team. Gosh, what's a team that kind of came from out of nowhere a little bit and kind of made its way into the.
Look at Utah. Look at Utah.
Yeah, like they've sort of like put themselves. in that mix of, the top schools. And I don't think there'll be any more schools that will move into the top echelon. I think what you have now, but it's weird. College football is so weird though.
I don't know. I think you look at it from Nebraska's perspective, and to answer the question from Twizzlers, talking about how if let's say a Nebraska player that's seen under the radar has a great year, and then after that he'll go where the money is or the national attention is. I think part of that falls on you, wherever you're at as a program, to make sure that you have a good NIL base, and I think you have a good reach and pull on national attention, be relevant, right? I think that part of that falls on you as a program to maintain. So now with that though, it can work both ways, to where if a guy that's maybe under the radar, coaches do their homework, and you go out and grab somebody out of the transfer portal, they can be the Trey Palmer, they can be the Casey, they can be that guy. And frankly, that's what Nebraska was, I think, hoping to do with Jeff Sims specifically, was that, hey, we're going to take this guy from Georgia Tech, where he's had maybe some turnover issues and turnover problems, but we believe that we can coach the turnovers out of him. And so far through 2 games, it just hasn't worked. But if Jeff Sims was out here completing 65% of his passes and had 1 turnover through 8 quarters of play, we'd all be saying, okay, look at that. Look at the job Matt Rule and Marcus Satterfield are doing, because guess what? Nebraska's 2-0.
Yeah.
Or 1-1.
And I think too, NIL, I mean, yes, people can come out and throw money at kids to, to try and get them to transfer, leave school, do whatever. But at the end of the day, I fall back on too, relationships matter also. Like, I think the relationship you have with the kids, I think it plays a part in keeping kids at the school. I know that I'm guessing everybody does have their price where they might leave, but I look down at Kansas right now. They've got 2 quarterbacks. One of them could probably start at probably 75% of the schools in the country. He could have transferred last year, played immediately, but he's, sitting back, second string, Jason Bean, and just the relationship that he has with the coaching staff and with his team. He stayed at Kansas. And now you have Kansas, they've got 2, Jalen Daniels, he's been having like tightness in his back. So you have that number 2 guy that in today's world, it's kind of unheard of that you have a starting caliber quarter. I mean, he's played in the biggest games, been successful in these games, and still elected to stay at Kansas to be the number 2 quarterback this year. So I think your relationships are still key.
Well, so IQ Crew texts in and says, I watched the Manziel story on Netflix. The narrative at the time about A&M going into the SEC is crazy to think of compared to where all the teams will be next season. I will take your thing a step further, IQ Crew, and this kind of just wraps it and ties it back into what we heard about, what we heard from Twizzlers talking about NIL and the portal and stuff. After now, not every college football player is Johnny Manziel. College version Johnny Manziel, where there's so much value and worth to his name and image and likeness. But if you watch that documentary and you learn and you do research on how much A&M was making off of Johnny Manziel,
insane,
then there's no way that any right person in their mind can say that NIL is a bad thing. There's no way. There's zero way. And granted, similar to like Colorado and Shedeur Sanders, they're going to make a similar amount. Like, you have these polarizing players that, frankly, guys, like, because of NIL, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because you heard then that way you don't have guys jumping on planes every weekend to get $30,000
going to Miami,
right?
Who was doing that?
Yeah, so because
I have that problem with AD. He's always like, Raff, you go down to Miami, we got an autograph signing.
No, in real talk though, like Texas A&M was making so much money, and Johnny didn't see any of that, and so I think you're gonna have a positive pros and cons. You're gonna have positives and negatives, and you just hope that eventually, the positives begin to outweigh the negatives.
Let's get some of the clips.
All right, let's knock some of these out here. We'll just start with opening statement from Matt Rule, because I think, if I remember correctly, there's some interesting things here.
But I think that they understand that obviously took the reps behind him. That was really the one major injury. Blaze came out of the game with a with a banged up shoulder, but we think, we'll see him tomorrow if Blaze can go. We expect him to be able to go. But that was it, injury wise. Obviously, as a team, the guys are disappointed. But I think that they understand that we have a chance to be a good team, and it starts this week for us coming back home. So we're excited to play at home, excited to play in front of the home fans, and I'm excited to watch them do that. So we'll answer all your guys' questions.
So there's the opening statement. Here is a little bit more on Jeff Sims specifically, and whether or not he's still the starting quarterback, barring injury.
I'm going to see him practice first. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jeff's our starting quarterback. So if this hadn't happened, he'd still be out there. That being said, we can't keep turning the ball over. Okay. So there's that fine line of, and not every, when you're the quarterback, not everything's your fault. They snap the ball and it hits a guy in motion. Sometimes that's the quarterback's fault. Sometimes it's someone else's fault. So this is a top down starting with me. Hey, we have to be better. We can't be -8, and that's just, it goes without saying. Right. It's just that can't be in our building, not out there in the world. That can't be the only narrative, in our building. In our building, it can't be, well, we'll just turn the ball over. It's 13-7 with 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter, and we lose 36-14. Like, that's not acceptable either. So we're asking everyone just to get a little bit better, But all that being said, Jeff's our quarterback, but Jeff also has to protect the football. When the ball's in the ground, things are going to happen, especially on the road. We have to dive on the ball and just hold the ball there. So I'm obviously not getting that point across. I'm going to get it across to everybody and move as we move forward. But I don't know what he looks like, so I just don't want to comment too much. If he was 100% healthy, I'd have him out there with the ones.
Thoughts, gentlemen?
I hope that they can get him healthy and they can get him in. He can play on Saturday. I think going against maybe Northern Illinois struggled this year. I mean, yes, they beat Boston College, but Boston College had a tough time against, was it Holy?
So Boston, or excuse me, yeah, Northern Illinois beat Boston College, but they lost Southern Illinois.
So I'd want Jeff Sims to get out there. Maybe, I hate saying lesser competition, but just maybe more manageable competition, just to get some sort. I mean, it said right there, he's sticking with Jeff Sims. So all the Nebraska fans out there that want a changing quarterback, not going to happen. So you've got to gear Jeff Sims up, and hopefully he can play and put a successful game together, get through a game with no turnovers, just to get that mindset changed. I think it's key for Nebraska right now.
Big Ty says Matt Rule sounds defeated. I think Matt Rule sounds like a coach who understands the gravity of the situation, and I think he feels the stress of that. I mean, you can't help but feel the stress of that. This is not Temple. This is not Baylor. This is not Carolina. The Panthers, a different beast here at Nebraska. All the aforementioned teams I just mentioned have other things going on, in their states. This is, and not that we don't here in Nebraska, of course, but when football is your porch light, if you would. Now, this is not knocking anything against volleyball, because technically that is our porch light right now. When you pack 90 plus thousand people in and watch a volleyball game, but our craze for football would like that, just our hunger to see them back to respectability is high. And so I think you hear a coach that understands the sense of urgency. The reality is this, you guys, we're going to need all of our quarterbacks. We're going to need all of our running backs. My biggest thing is right now, like with everybody's, you got to eliminate the turnovers. I mean, that's just the bottom line. You've got to limit the turnovers. And think about it. I'm not saying anything we all don't know. Coach Rule knows that. Sims knows that. The offense and defense knows that. So I'm not saying anything anyone doesn't know. You got to limit the turnovers. But to me, that's yet to be seen still. We just have to see it on the field. That's the main thing. Because reality is this, guys. We reduce. Let's say we just have 4 turnovers in 2 games, which is still too many. You still put yourself in a great situation. And the fact that we're even talking about 4, in 2 games just seems absurd. But that's who we are right now. Other teams that they've looked at this film. I'm sure they know if we can rattle Nebraska offensively, we can keep ourselves in the games. And here, fellas, I'm going to tell you this: Northern Illinois. Here's the reality, folks. There is no team on our schedule that is afraid of Nebraska.
True.
Think about it. There's not, and I'm talking from Northwestern Northern Illinois, Louisiana Tech. I think we got next week? That's
Louisiana Tech.
Louisiana Tech. They're not going to be. There's not a team on our schedule left that is going to be afraid to play Nebraska, whether it's at Memorial Stadium, whether it's at Seacrest Field, no matter whether it's in a cornfield. There's not a team that's afraid to play Nebraska, and they're going to come here with the mindset that if we can get them flustered, they will kill themselves. That's the reality, fellas. And the deter from that is we're fooling ourselves. So therefore, Nebraska has to change the narrative, and it's got to start on the offensive line, on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively is balled out. We know that. Coach Rule just said, if Sims is healthy, that's their starter. I'm not going to keep beating a dead horse. That's the starter. I just hope and pray the kid can continue, not continue, will turn over a new leaf and take care of the football. Fall on the ball, as Coach Rule said. Don't make foolish reads. Because I know I'm comparing apples to oranges, guys. But you look at quarterbacks in college. Look at quarterbacks in the pros. I'm going to keep in college. You look at the young man, Texas Irwin, the other night. Now, I know this is far stretched, but at the same time, as I was talking about quarterbacks, there were times against Bama to where it wasn't there, he threw it away. And I'm not talking about, close to the sideline. No, he threw that sucker in the stands. There's time you take sacks. You don't want to, but there's times you take sacks. There's times you run your tail out of bounds and live for another day. It's just basic football quarterback IQ decisions he has to make. If you look on paper, Raff, you mentioned this, the guy tests out of the roof. That means nothing if you don't convert it to the field. That's like me saying, man, I studied like crazy for that test and I still bombed. Well, just because you know the information is one thing. You have to go out and execute. So that's the thing that I want to see. And quite honestly, we have not seen that yet. So, and I'm telling you guys, Northern Illinois is not going to roll over. Bottom line, they are not. There's not a team that we play that is afraid of Nebraska. And we have to play with that sense of urgency, but play smart, for heaven's sakes.
Here's where I'm at. I think what I gathered from being in the room yesterday is that Jeff Sims is going to have to be severely injured for Matt Rule to make a change at quarterback. So take that for what you will regarding the quarterback room.
So it's key for them to have
right. So
some successful possessions.
Now, with that being said, is that on Saturday, if Jeff Sims if Jeff Sims starts and plays the game and he plays poorly again, we cannot at the end of the game say, oh, he was banged up.
Yeah.
Because these are the two games now where, frankly, Nebraska would be able to either allow him to rest, put him on a pitch count, play him in certain situations. I understand that maybe you're still trying to develop some rhythm on offense, but you cannot have this caveat of, oh, Jeff Sims is playing bad right now because he's banged up.
Yeah, can't do that.
Give him some leeway because he's banged up. You're facing a team in Northern Illinois that, as Matt Rule said yesterday, one of the scariest things about a man or a team is when they have nothing to lose. So Northern Illinois has nothing to lose. They don't. And they showed you back in 2017 when they came into Memorial Stadium and beat you. So my thing is this. If an injured or hurt Jeff Sims gives Nebraska their best chance to win a game, then that's fine. Put him out there. But you can't come with this caveat of, well, he's banged up. You have to remember that. Or Jeff wasn't 100% this year or this week. When, if you know in the back of your mind, a healthy Heinrich or a healthy Chubba would have been able to successfully run the offense. You like that. That can't happen because, guys, one thing I said yesterday, and as I was sitting there listening to still Jeff Sims being the starter and that there was never a conversation about removing him as a quarterback and just not even a permanent thing, just as a temporary thing. There was never a conversation. So what that told me was that it's ride or die with Jeff Sims for the rest of the year, and that Nebraska's staff doesn't have a whole lot of faith in the backups. And it feels a lot like back with Adrian Martinez when it was Scott Frost and their staff felt like a hurt or injured Adrian Martinez was better than a fully healthy Luke McCaffrey to win you a game. And that does not give me the best feeling in the world. Does not give me that great of a feeling. That's just where I'm at, though.
Go ahead, Raff.
No, I was gonna say it's true. That's why it's key on Saturday. If Jeff Sims can play, that he patches together, they've got to turn the tides. I mean, the first 2 games it's been pretty much negative. I hope now is that he can play good and no turnovers, be productive.
It's more so like Jeff Sims is your starter. That's totally fine. That's not what we're saying. It's necessarily that through Northern Illinois and Louisiana Tech, this is a very, very long season ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You still have at least 9 games remaining in this season. And here we are in game 2 or after game 2, and your quarterback that frankly, your offense, who has looked really, really poorly to this point, the only, I don't know, dependable play, I guess, is a quarterback run to this point. Like I asked Jay guys, and I'll ask you guys the same question. If Nebraska needed to get 5 yards and they lined up on 4th and 5 and they needed to get 5 yards, what play are you running? I think we all can agree it's a quarterback run.
Yeah.
It's a quarterback draw. It's a quarterback run.
I'd say hard count, but we jump off sides, so that one works.
You're not trusting. You're probably not trusting your wide receivers to either be able to get open or haul on a pass. And then I don't know if you can trust Jeff Sims to throw it accurately right now. But
I would say,
go ahead, AD.
No, I would say this though. With that, I would say Kemp. In light of all the other hoopla that was going on,
yes,
I thought Kemp had a heck of a game on Saturday. I'm
agree.
not going to say great game, but he caught everything there, did what he could do. They got on the ball in spaces, but then again, it was stalwart. It was thwarted by the turnovers. Any rhythm that we had going on Saturday, and not bringing up a lot for Saturday, but for the sake of the conversation, every bit of momentum we had, we shot ourselves in the foot with a turnover. Because we'd have a sustainable drive and then turnover, sustainable drive and turnover, sustainable drive and turnover. Kemp, we see what he's capable of doing. You give him the correct play calls and some things in space, the guy will make some people miss. Now, I don't see him just being the type that obviously he's no Trey Palmer that's going to bust the top open, but he's a great possession receiver to get things open when the ball is where it's supposed to be. But to your point, it's probably a quarterback draw. It's probably somewhere with the quarterback. I will say this though too. The running back Gabe Irvin ran great when he had a shot. He had some tough yards. Yeah. But then again, the turnover boogaboo showed up again, where he'd run down there hard, 4 yards here, 3 yards here, 5 or 6 here, turnover. Same thing. What was he like? 17 carries for 74 yards, give or take. It was somewhere in that area. Irvin's stats were
17 for 74.
Yeah, 17 for 74. I mean, again, he carried the load hard. He ran hard. But then again, we'd get in that crucial area and we'd turn the ball over. The miscue on the handoff. I mean, a very simple thing. The ball being snapped right in his hands, dropping that, not falling on one. Here's what I'm going to say in light of Jeff Sims. Okay? Those things are correctable. The question is, will we see it on the field? Being correctable and correcting it are two different things. Like I said, I'm just like the fan, just like everybody else. I just hope it is. Like I said, they see it every day in practice. I'm not going to try and act like that I'm some guru, because I'm not. I don't see what goes on in practice. I don't go down to the stadium, have no desire to be hanging out down at the stadium. They're paid that money to do their jobs. So I'm going to rely on that. But at the same time, I think as a fan, which we all are, that's the bottom line. We're all fans. We just want to see a better product on the field, man. I mean, that's the bottom line.
I think you just look ahead at this, the long season that you have ahead. And if Jeff Sims eventually gets, seriously hurt, knock on wood, that does not happen, right? You wonder where Nebraska turns. And I think there's a lot of concern there with their lack of willingness to maybe even have a conversation regarding it after you have, 6 or 7 turnovers through 8 quarters?
Well, I think it's also key on Saturday too, that hopefully they can put a score up to where they can get the backup quarterbacks in the game and get them some game experience.
Yeah. Guys, we are very late. Let's go ahead and send it to break here.
All right. Sounds good. Folks, we'll be right back. Talking more Husker sports. Also, the women got a big volleyball game tonight at Stanford as well. We'll discuss that a little bit as well. We'll be back. The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
IT projects piling up again? Managing IT can definitely be frustrating. Whether you have an in-house IT department or you manage it yourself, let Hamilton be your experts. At Hamilton, we take the frustration out of your business tech issues with managed IT solutions. We specialize in co-managed and fully managed IT. Does your business need better managed IT? Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness specialize in getting rid of people's pain quickly and permanently. For 31 years, they've been extremely successful with advanced techniques in pain relief using spinal adjustments and decompression, detoxification, diet and lifestyle modification, and more. They are fully equipped to handle the most seasonal athlete, weekend warrior, car accidents, strains, sprains, and more. Is there anywhere you're experiencing pain on your body, or are you fighting decreased energy and depression? Consult Belmont Chiropractic and Novotny Nutrition and Wellness first at 402-476-8619.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With Gold Class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com, and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire, 402-560-6197. Brown Shoe Fit has all types of shoes for you to excel this fall. Check out their large variety of tennis shoes and dress shoes in brands like Brooks, Hoka, Merrill, On, and many more. Browns has the local professionals to get the proper fit, aided by their high-tech foot scanner by Aetrex. Stop by Brown Shoe Fit today, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln, or check out their options online at brownshoefitco.com.
Our sense of smell can tell us a lot. Fresh baked apple pie, good. Cigarette smoke, bad. But what happens when bad things smell good? When secondhand vape smells like strawberries, or mangoes, or cotton candy, and dangerous chemicals have a disguise. That's when people let their guard down around secondhand smoke, even though it's all full of harmful chemicals.
Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Great news. I just got the State Farm personal price plan on our home and auto insurance.
You told our agent about my thing for romance novels?
No, you don't have to get that personal. Our agent just helped me choose affordable options to create a personalized price just for us.
Oh, sweet. Then you won't believe the love triangle Jen is in now.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Nutrition Authority presents Activator. University studies have shown that Activator helps with building muscle and strength while decreasing body fat. Activator is for male and females of all ages who want to look, feel, and perform their best. Activator can only be found in Nutrition Authority. Stop in, call, or visit us at mynutritionauthority.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire, 402-560-6197.
Is your backyard ready for fun with friends and family this fall? GE Landscape Supply has pavers and boulders, which are a great accent for any backyard landscaping project. And you can find them at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere, nearby or far away. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapesupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. Whether it's a family dinner, a date night, or a catch-up with old friends, Florial's is the perfect place to make special memories. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. Florial's. Boom. Got it.
There you go.
Nick and Raff, I'm going to ask you both this. And we're talking both, obviously. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I forgot to turn AD's mic on. So, that's just.
Where's AD?
So, I saw your mouth moving, but no sound was coming out.
We lost him.
We have to turn on the lamp. And am I that dark in the background?
I wasn't going to say anything. It was, I couldn't see it.
I thought you were just going for the effect today.
AD, open your eyes.
There's a smile. Anyway, so gentlemen, Nebraska. Gentlemen, Nebraska Stanford tonight in volleyball. Going to be a good one. It's on ESPN.
Nice.
It's on ESPN tonight.
8 o'clock
With
game.
Manning cast? I want the Manning cast for Nebraska volleyball.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, that's a big. The Huskers women got a big game tonight. Huge game tonight as far as that goes. They have going on, and then they have another big game later this week on. I think is that Thursday. I want to make sure I'm correct on that. Help me out, Nick and Raff. I'm almost because I know they have Kentucky as well this week.
The one time you need Rico and he's not around.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's probably something.
Well, I do know they obviously Stanford tonight. I know they got Kentucky next. I do know that for a fact. So
All right,
they've
here
got,
we go. It's loading. The 7-0 Huskers will face what do they call it? Stanford tonight and Kentucky on Sunday.
At home.
Sunday. Those are huge games, man. The thing about the volleyball team that I love, and I love about Cook, those girls just have a poise to them. They don't even though this game. Now think about this: the game against UNO. It would have been easy for them to allow a team like that, and this is no disparaging words to UNO, but it'd be easy to get caught up in the atmosphere. It's almost like they're like, yeah, it's great. There's 90 plus here, but let's go ahead and take care of these games like we should. They just go in and take care of business. Long Beach State the other night did the same thing, swept them out of there. After that big game, they played, I think it was K-State, they played and took care of business with them right after that big, huge match. So they just have a poise, they have a system, they know who they are, they know who they aren't, and they just take care of business, man. They just take care of business. But this will be their first big test against Stanford coming in, and then they follow back up, with that Sunday, going out to the West Coast, come back home, get acclimated, and they have Kentucky that's going to come swinging and punching on Sunday there at the Convention Center. So it's going to be they got a big week ahead of them this week, man. That's for sure. Big week.
Well, guys, so how about this? No, shoot. Anyway, how about this? So after Nebraska volleyball played in front of 92,003 people, they then followed up with that match against Kansas State on the road at it's called Bramlage Coliseum.
Bramlage.
Any guesses on how many fans were in attendance for the match against Nebraska at Kansas State just a few days after they had the record at Memorial Stadium?
2,200.
I'm going to say 2,100.
It was 3,044 people.
That's a lot of people.
Which is a hefty 3.3% of that Memorial Stadium crowd.
That's a pretty good crowd though for a key state.
It is. But how about that change? 3.3% of your crowd that you just played in front of a couple of days before that in a football stadium. You face off, or you have it, and watching you go against Kansas State. Kind of crazy.
Yeah,
it is. Longster. Longster. I wasn't gonna say that. They said I was going to say they were winning, unlike the football team. No, no, they're taking care of biz. Like I said, it'd be nice for football team to take care of it, but yeah,
Number 4 versus 5.
There you go.
Yeah,
down on the farm.
Things they got to take care of, folks. We come back. We're going to wrap up the show with the RGT 80 attitude adjustment. Again, the Husker women take on Stanford tonight out in California, 8 p.m. Is that 8 p.m. Central or 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Central time?
It
Eastern
would
time.
be. Oh gosh, this is bad. This
Hang
is
on, I might be able to find on
8 p.m. Central time.
Okay,
on ESPN.
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock our time. So let's definitely check them out. I know I'll be watching it as we head down to where do we go tomorrow? I speak here tonight, and I think we go to
Bismarck.
Where do I golf at tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow's Bismarck. So we leave here and go to Bismarck. And I'm not sure how far Bismarck is from Fargo. I'll have to check that out. So we got a little bit of drive tonight, but I'll watch it on my phone because of YouTube TV. All
There it
time,
is.
every place. Folks, we'll be right back at the final segment. RGT, attitude adjustment, right back. The Drive, 937 a ticket.
You're counting on your team to win. So why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Accelerate your financial journey. With Kasasa Cash, experience the thrill of earning more with each transaction or the freedom to withdraw your cash from any ATM nationwide. Not to mention, no monthly service fees. It's the power of earning up to 5.5% APY on your Kasasa Cash with Liberty First Credit Union. Earn rewards beginning at a penny, continuing up to $40,000. Visit libertyfirstcu.com for details. Federally insured by NCUA. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Account qualifications apply.
Join us at this year's Ignite Lincoln 15 at Rococo Theater on Thursday, September 14th for an inspiring night of stories that spark change. Get your tickets at ignitelincoln.org. Don't miss this chance to be a part of something extraordinary.
Problem gambling is not just a financial issue. It's an emotional problem with financial consequences. If your loved one is struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Keep your planter. Upgrade your technology with a John Deere Performance Upgrade Kit from Landmark Implement. Choose from ExactEmerge, MaxEmerge 5, or MaxEmerge 5E electric drive row units. Take your planter to the next level. Improve yield potential and profitability without buying new. Get new technology, increased performance, and confidence from your planter that's already in your shed. Contact your local Landmark location to order your John Deere Performance Upgrade Kit and experience the Landmark difference.
Guys, you've heard me tell you all about Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. But it's not just me. Folks all over town are getting into shape with the FXB program. Guys like Ryan, who joined at the same time I did a year and a half ago.
Yeah, Mark, I'm in better shape than I have been in quite some time. The people at Farrell's are awesome. The instructors keep the workouts fun, and the owners are engaged and committed to the success of all of their members.
The next Farrell's 10-week challenge begins on October 7th, and ticket listeners get $150 off enrollment. Just head to theticketfm.com. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
When it comes to tackling your fall projects, having the right equipment can make a huge difference. At Sunbelt Rentals, they have an extensive line of tools and equipment to help complete any job. From lawn and landscape equipment to hand tools, pressure washers, portable generators for you tailgaters, and much more. Sunbelt Rentals makes it easy to get what you need when you need it. Drop in to see the experts at 5450 Alvo Road in Lincoln, or visit sunbeltrentals.com today to learn how Sunbelt Rentals can make it happen for you.
General contractors, business owners, property owners. The success of your business requires doing business with the right people. And the right people, when it comes to drywall, acoustical ceilings, and specialty products, are at Premier Drywall. Kevin and his crew will give your project the response and attention it deserves.
You'll get all of the attention to detail and quality that you would expect from someone who's been in the business for 30 years. For your new builds, build-outs, or renovations, reach out to Kevin. Kevin at premierdw.com. Premier Drywall in Lincoln.
IT projects piling up again? Managing IT can definitely be frustrating. Whether you have an in-house IT department or you manage it yourself, let Hamilton be your experts. At Hamilton, we take the frustration out of your business tech issues with managed IT solutions. We specialize in co-managed and fully managed IT. Does your business need better managed IT? Hire your local experts. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Imagine a world where no one explains the rules of the game. No discussions of how money works. No game plan for how education supports your future job or career. And certainly no coaching about how to start or run a business. Too many young people leave school without critical skills in financial literacy, work and career readiness, and entrepreneurship to reach their potential in life. Junior Achievement is working on leveling the playing field, but we can't do it alone.
Be a game changer. Visit ja.org/volunteer.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
This is The Drive with AD and Raff on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. We are proudly sponsored by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Career and internship opportunities are available at the global headquarters in Lincoln. Apply today at sandhills.jobs. Got it. Boom.
What about that sweet melody? RGT.
Here
Yeah.
we go, Raff.
It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take. It's time for Raff's Good Take right now. All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to my friend Tristan Adams. Just wanted to, just what she's had to go through over the last 3 or 4 months. But she made her way down to Oklahoma City this past weekend and participated in the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention walk. Not only did she do that, she also had a booth for Mission 22, just for military suicides and stuff like that. And just what she's doing just to promote and, just to get the word out there. It's just amazing what she's doing. She made a promise and she's following through with that promise. And I just wanted Raff's Good Take to go out to her and everything that she is doing and what she's done and what she's went through.
Raff, that is a awesome RGT and continued support prayers to that great cause as well, man. Great RGT, my man. Great RGT. Ron, Big Bird. I'm not gonna read. I love it. Those are hilarious. Yeah, I think they can see me now. Today's
And I have a pretty
AD
nice tan too, so
yeah. You're more lobster. The AD Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices ILC. Is hiring for direct support professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes, dreams. Apply at ILC /.net careers. .net/careers ILC. Folks, AD Attitude Adjustment for today is to rejuvenate, refuel, and refocus. Rejuvenate, refuel, and refocus. Think about it, folks. Today is September 12th. We're about 3.5 months left of 2023. Think about that for a second. 3.5 months left of this year, and it's not going to go any slower. It's going to keep rolling. So take some time to rejuvenate, refuel, refocus. And I'm saying that to myself because I was literally 50-50 driving back. I was with the team that was the Bankers Association. We have a big caravan going, and I was driving. I was watching the game. They were driving. I was watching the game, and I was like, dude, I could get some work done tomorrow. Yeah, I could get some work done today. But a chance to play with this the guy that brought me in, and he was excited about it. And I was like, you know what, AD, go out, enjoy this day. You got the work ain't going anywhere. Now, if it was something I absolutely had to get done today, that's one thing. But I'm like, AD, take your own advice. Take some time, rejuvenate, refuel, refocus. It's going to be a long week of talks, a lot of handshakes, and the rest of that stuff. I love it. Don't be wrong, but I'm going to go out and enjoy it. Folks, Nick, I'm glad you're going to play pickleball. You know, Raff, I'm glad you're going to be grinding it out, today. But I know there'll be some time.
grind.
I know there'll be some time for yourself. And folks, I'd encourage you to do the same. Whether it's a quick walk, whether it's fishing, whether it's sitting on your back porch. I don't know what your rejuvenate, refuel, refocus is, but please make sure you do it today or sometime this week. Raff, take us home, my man.
All right, everybody. Shannon Sharp just said that the Jets should call Tom Brady. I agree with Shannon. That's what Big Play Shay said, so I have to agree with him. But all right, everybody, it's been another great show. We will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day and be nice to each other.